we need to differentiate in the priesthood between different ways in which the priesthood is lived out. There's what are referred to as secular priests, which probably sounds a bit weird, but I'll explain that in a moment, and religious priests, which you would say, aren't all priests religious? But the point about a religious priest is that they belong to an order. And so their first and primary vocation is to be part of the order. So we've heard of things like the Benedictines or the Dominicans or the Franciscans, the Carmelites. So they have an order, and their membership in that order dictates the way in which they live their life and what their particular charism is. So there's so many religious orders and the ways that you can be a religious priest. They take 3 vows that are known as the evangelical counsels of chastity, poverty, and obedience. Chastity meaning perfect continence. In other words, no sexual relationship, which therefore also means no marriage. Poverty means that you don't own anything of your own, that you use what is owned collectively by the community. And obedience meaning that you have a superior who will dictate the way in which you exercise your ministry and how you organize yourselves in your shared common life. So that's its own whole reality. The secular priest is called secular just because he's not a religious priest, which means he lives in the world. He doesn't belong to an order. He does not have a religious superior. The secular priest is a priest among secular people who live in the world and have a job and have a family. And that's what your average typical parish priest is. That's what I am.